Hello guys, here we are with another video from Extraordinary Vlog. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a thick pancake called Martabak Manis or Apam Balik, which is a popular street food here in Southeast Asia. Okay, let's dive right in. First up, we add 4 tablespoons of sugar into 10 ounces or a little more than a cup of warm milk. Let's stir this a little bit so that the sugar dissolves. Next, we add 1 teaspoon of instant yeast into the warm milk. And let's give it a stir. And then we're gonna let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes, we can see some bubbles or foam there. And we have 2 cups or about 250 grams of all-purpose flour here. Let's add a pinch of salt there to give it a slight salty taste. And then we dump in all the milk into the flour. Next, we add 2 eggs in there. And let's mix this evenly until there is no pockets of flour left. I'm gonna use a spoon. You can whisk it with a whisker if you want, but I don't have a whisker. I'm not a cat. Next, we're gonna let this batter rest for about 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, the pancake batter has rested for about an hour. It has risen a little bit with some bubbles in there. Now I'm gonna heat a non-stick pan, and then I'm going to turn on the burner to medium to high setting here. Now before we pour in the batter in there, we need to make sure that the pan is really hot, because if we don't do that, the batter will stick on into the pan and it's gonna be messy. So in order to do that, we need to test this by sprinkling some water onto the pan. When the water sizzles like that, we know that the pan is hot enough. Time to pour the batter in. By the way, guys, the street vendors usually put a lot of margarine in the pan and in the batter as well. But here I prefer not to because it is healthier. Now we swirl the pan around like that so that the batter will stick on the sides of the pan to create a crispy crust. Check it out, guys. The bubbles start to appear. Now because this pancake is really thick, we need to turn down the heat to low so that the bottom doesn't burn and the whole pancake will cook evenly. I put the lid on there. We need a glass lid so that we can see when the batter is done. Okay guys, the pancake is done. Let's transfer this to a bowl. We can transfer this to a plate. I'm gonna cut this in half. You can put some different toppings on there, like ground peanuts. I'm gonna add processed cheddar, grated processed cheddar cheese. By the way, the street vendor version is usually very oily and greasy because they spread some more margarine or butter on there. Heart attack food, guys, so I'm not gonna add any butter here. And then I'm gonna add some chocolate sprinkles. Let's fold this in half and cut them up into smaller pieces. There you have it, guys. Check out the honeycomb texture there. I'm gonna go ahead and taste this. This is really good. This is actually one of my favorite desserts.